A difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, King, he's in a shooting guard.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. They get it back. That's good. Raptors leading by 3. Passes it to Flowers. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Okafor with the steal. And King, here we go. No good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Decker, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's King after Enes Kanter's basket. There's a screen by Noel. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
MYCAREER checked in for Charlie Villanueva. Now here's King. 22 points for him. Stolen away. Okafor with the steal. Intercepted. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Flowers. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And it's blocked by DeRozan. King with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Shot's good. King's got 24 points.
Well, he's their top scorer, but the defense has forced him into a tough shooting game. He'll have to shoot better for them to win.
Here's Glover, and Okafor with the block.
Complete domination. What a game for Enes Kanter. 12 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. King inside. DeRozan defending. From short range. Nice D from DeRozan.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Carroll, no one around him. They shoot again, and DeRozan lays it in. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Pick by Okafor. To the wing on the left, and the wide open shot from Decker. Drops one in from the wing. Decker's got 6 in the quarter. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Glover. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not.
The 76ers trail by 7. DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Then there's McCollum. Then it's MYCAREER. And it's Flowers in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. McCollum with the ball. Now Okafor defending. McCollum with the ball. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Toronto.
Charlie Villanueva.
Now here's McCollum. Off the pick. And Embiid with the block. Villanueva against King, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Raptors leading by 7. Outside DeRozan. Down low. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Raptors. The 76ers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. King against DeRozan. G dishes to Okafor, and he banks in the layup.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Glover, guarded by Embiid. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Villanueva's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Raptors. And King, here we go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Kicks to Villanueva. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. The Raptors making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
No good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 9. The tray. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from King. King's got 13 points in the second half. Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Flowers the pass to DeRozan. Knocks it loose. Pick by Okafor. To the middle. Here's Noel. And Cantor pulls it down. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. They're right. That pushes it to double digits. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
I loved his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
King and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
It's DeRozan with the drive. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from King. Outside DeRozan. And that one's good. Glover.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Count the bucket.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Outside DeRozan to the middle. And Okafor with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. It's stolen by DeRozan. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:06 left in the 4th quarter. Doubled by King. And Villanueva kicks to Cantor. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
Yeah, I mean, a loss would have given them a horrendous 0-4 mark in the season series, so I thought they did very well to avoid that fate.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Cantor. And the way he rebounded.
And so Toronto takes this one. But by
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan player, Enes Kanter. His veteran leadership was the key factor in this game. His years of experience. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, they're struggling through some mid-season doldrums at this point. It's been a ragged patch of the schedule for them lately. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people, the barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities.
Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And it's back to Detroit for the Pistons at the conclusion of today's game. And with the worst record in the NBA, they simply don't have the talent to win that many ball games.
And having lost both of their previous games this season, this is their last chance, guys, to get a win. I'm sure that they look at this as a really important game.
Without question. I mean, they do not want to get swept, Greg. It's that simple. And that wouldn't go well with them, wouldn't go over well with their fans or coaching staff. You don't want to have to think about that all off season.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Johnson. Andre Drummond is out there with Bargnani. Then there's Jennings, and it's Young in at the 2. 4 on the shot clock. Decker on the double team. Second chance shot. No good from Bargnani. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Stan Van Gundy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They've had a difficult time in this matchup, losing both games in the season series. And I asked him what he thought might turn things around. He said, we've got to up our intensity defensively and speed up our rotations. With our shot blocking, we can make things tough around the rim, but we also need to close out quickly on the perimeter. Guys, we'll see how they do.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks, guys. What's your take on that?
You know, I think it's probably... probably the way to go. The defensive approach suits their style and their personnel. So I think you go with it.
Yeah, and you stay true to your identity, and theirs is clearly at the defensive end.
Jennings can't get it to go.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
They get it back.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
No good from Bargnani.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Jennings against King. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good from Bargnani. And it's all knotted up. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And King, here we go. That's good. King's got 6. Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And here's Jennings. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Inside, Drummond moves off the pick and hammers it home.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Detroit.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here is Bargnani. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Here's King following the bucket by the Pistons. A 3-ball. The rebound by Young. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. There's the feed to Johnson. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
And King, here we go. And it's sent back by Drummond. hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. For the Pistons, Aaron Baines comes in for Drummond. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Bargnani. Here's Young. King with the block. Now the fast break. King with the ball.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Morris a screen. Jennings dishes to Morris. Sinks the three-pointer. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Nice work to get it inside and...
The 76ers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then it's King. Then it's Decker. And it's Reese in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And King, here we go. He dishes it to Embiid. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And looking now at some numbers for Johnson, breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the Pistons making a change here. Young's checked in. Jennings against King. Here's Johnson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers lead it. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 38 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Jennings drives in, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Bargnani is checked in for Morris. Took him no time at all on that one. And 11 points for Freak. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Pistons trail by 3. Jennings with the ball. Now defended by Decker. Good. Young's got his second bucket of the night. King outside to the paint. Here's Noel. And he uses the glass on the layup.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Picked by Bargnani. Wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got his 8th assist here tonight.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And Young, here we go. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. King against Bargnani. Out to the right wing. Up top, King, defended by Bargnani. And Noel throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Sixers perform. First and second chance point, fourth in field goal percentage. And they also show up picking up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And going back to their offensive rebounding and that #1 ranking in second chance buckets, I think it speaks to their tenacity and physicality. They go at you. No question about that.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
And Young comes over to help, and stolen by Jennings. And now it's Jennings running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. Jennings has got 4 this quarter. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Young against King. Bargnani over to help. And Noel with the basket on the assist by G. And that's now 6 points for Nerlens Noel. Jennings kicks to Johnson. Bargnani passes to Young. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. The kick out to Young. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The clock runs out.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Freak really making a difference here.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Johnson is out there with Bargnani. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Young. And it's Jennings in at the point guard position. The 76ers trail by 8. And King, here we go. And he gets it to go. King's got 13.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Jennings dishes to Bargnani. King with the steal. Here's Sweetney. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice pass there. Good job to get it up quick.
Detroit leading by 5. Jennings kicks to Young. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. It's back to Jennings. Picked by Bargnani. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drummond. Can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 of 4 to start.
Drummond's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. King cannot hit. And it's Detroit the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot from free throw range. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
fellas. That's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And, boy, have they been rock solid.
He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover. Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Freak number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position, and boy, does he ever give it to him. I mean, he's a constant threat and a potent weapon. Just absolute domination in this one for G. He's got 16 points, and his huge assist tally makes it. All the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Morris comes in for Bargnani. And Nick Young is subbed in for Young. Jennings with the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Over in the corner, Decker gets to the corner and buries it. Here's Jennings. He's got 8. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Morris, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Embiid. The Pistons have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. Free throw good for Morris. 16 seconds left to play in the third. To tie. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now the pass to Cardinal. Can't get it to go.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancer.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Then it's Decker, then it's King. Here's Drummond, and the rejection by Noel. King outside. And that misses. That would have put him up.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from King. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Johnson over to help. G kicks to Decker. Stolen by Bargnani. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Johnson, good. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Double by King. Young passes to Drummond. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Pistons lead by 4.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
The first free throw is good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
The 76ers making a switch here. Okafor's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
It's Jennings with the drive. It's stolen. King against Young to tie it up. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Bargnani. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. King against Young.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Got a piece of it. Here's Noel. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Kevin, defensively, they're giving a better effort here in the second half. I mean, they seem to be settled down. They're communicating. They're working together. And that allows you to play good D.
G dishes to Decker. And Noel kicks to G. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Sweetening. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Decker. And the layup's good off the glass. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bargnani. They get it again. Second chance shot. And Okafor with the block. G kicks to Decker. Passes it to Okafor. Drilled from 11 feet out. And now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. Picked by Bargnani. To the inside. Okafor with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. King, the pass to Decker. .136 left in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Stolen by Decker. And now Philadelphia on the break. King against Young. Dishes it to Decker to take the lead. No good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Bargnani inside the three-point line. It falls!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch! You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
What a performance from Jennings here. He's got 8 points and a dozen assists.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot, and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
That was as big as it gets. They are definitely going to enjoy that one. You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. Moving it up. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Drummond. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's Detroit with the W. This was a very strong show.
Andrea.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Brandon Jennings. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. For the 76ers, they come into this game after a loss to the Pistons in Detroit. They're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And Joel Embiid missed all of last season with an injury. Now that he's getting some action on the floor, Kenny, how do you see him developing?
Well, he's very fluid. You know, he's got great movement, gets up and down the floor for his size. You know, he's got really good footwork for a guy who's been sitting out that long. He's a legitimate 7-footer, Jack, and, you know, those are rare and hard to find.
You know, I like his game because he can face up, play with his back to the basket, and he's equally comfortable scoring in either position. I like that about his game.
How's it?
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. The Utah Jazz coming to this one following a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. King in at 2 guard. Okafor out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Decker in at the small forward. Exum with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Exum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. King outside. Gobert with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pushing it up. Here's Favors. And the rejection by Noel. And King, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That free throw good from G. And G drops them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Exum kicks to Favors. Over to the left wing. Gobert the screen. Exum dishes to Gobert. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
King the pass to Decker. Here's the 3. Here's Okafor. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Okafor's got his first basket of the night.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
King, that's good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. There's the pick. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Off the screen. Gobert the screen. Exum kicks to Gobert. Out left to the wing. Here's Burks. And Utah again with the bucket.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Here's King after Alec Burks' score. 6 on the shot clock. Burks with the steal. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Burks has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. fourth. Rudy Gobert.
Well, he's got great energy, Kevin, when he goes after the ball, and that's got to be contagious to the rest of the team, I would think. I mean, that kind of production on the glass is great at both ends of the court.
Lyles checked in for the Jazz. Trey Burke comes in for Alec Burks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Now here's King. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Now here's Burke after Sam Decker's miss. And Favors kicks to Exum. No good with the triple. The 76ers trail by 10. Lets it fly. G, no good.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Now the 76ers on the break. And then G with the jam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here is Hayward. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Shot's good by Lyles.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And it's G finishing it off.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
A different look for Utah. Tony Snell comes in for Gordon. Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Hayward comes in for Tony Snell. Alec Burks checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke. So on the floor for Philadelphia. King in at shooting guard. Decker is out there with Embiid. Then there's Okafor. And it's Marshall in at the point guard position. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He finished with 22 points, and did he ever have active hands on defense? Stealing, blocks, both were a part of his game that night. This was just the latest in what has been a string of strong performances from him. Will we witness one tonight, guys?
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
On defense, Utah. Following the basket by Freak. The second effort. Tries yet again. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Gobert, the screen. The pass to Burks. Gobert with a screen for Burks. Shoots from the line. Good on the jump shot. Burks has got 9. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's King. Can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A nice shot by Exum.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And King, here we go. Pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Talk about some great numbers for Burks. He has 9 points and 1 steal as well. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jazz leading by 11.
The Jazz with the timeout.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Okafor. Putting up about 18 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
From the arc. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from King.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 22-point game against Dallas. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. King with the steal. Hayward with some nice D. Jazz leading by 8. Feeds it to Exum. Here's Burks. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Burks has got 6 in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And that does it for the... And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
Really an extraordinary game for G. He's got 17 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, the forwards are Hayward and Favors, Exum and Burks. They're back, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from King.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Here's Favors, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Jazz have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved. The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Hayward outside. Now here's Exum. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here, and that one's good. And it's 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's King. That one wide left.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Favors dishes to Hayward. Kicks to Burks. Favors against Noel. Favors can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
King, that's good.
What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
Jazz leading by 9. Exum kicks to Favors. Hayward outside. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Hayward's got his third bucket of the night.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
They've been outstanding all season long at knocking down their shots. They move themselves. They're looking for the best shot, not just the first available shot. And as a result, they've been excellent knocking them down.
And Utah making a change here. Napier's checked in. Exum kicks to Gobert. There's the pick. Hayward outside.